Hello to everyone. This is Alexandra Berthold, and today my guest is Veronica Zanetti. She's an expert Feng Shui and in Chinese astrology, and we're going to talk more about her journey, the fact also that recently she became the head of the accreditation for the Feng Shui Society, and just discover who she is. Welcome, Veronica.
Welcome, Alexandra, and thank you for asking to come here.
Yes, sure. First, Veronica, we would love to hear about, where that interest and the love of Feng Shui came from. What was the trigger that ignited that?
Okay. Yes, the trigger was actually private stuff in the sense that at the time, me and my husband, we bought a piece of land where we wanted to build our house. Since I was already very interested in the energies around us, I thought that it was a good time to start to see if I could find a school where to learn Feng Shui. So I started my research and I found this school in Verona in Italy, which was actually 230 kilometers from where I live. So
How did you make it? How did you go and study? Did you have to online
I
or
have to drive. I have to drive there. Yes,
a long
it
way?
wasn't present at the time, the
Yes, that's
courses.
right. Yes.
So for 1 year, once a month, I drove to Verona and I attended this course. After finishing this course, I wanted to give more to my clients. So I got, let's say, in touch because I was following this master in Facebook. And so I bought many of his book and I started to read like a crazy.
Can you share who that master is?
It's Joe Yap.
Okay.
Joe Yap, yes. So, and was really very interesting. So with the knowledge that I had for the other courses and this one, I started to apply in my consultation. Afterwards, I got in touch with another master, Howard Choi, who I met here in Switzerland. He came here once. And then I went to London to meet him again because he was starting a new 2 years course there. And so I decided to join him in 2012. And I went to London for 2 years. It was really very good time, nice time. And graduated in 2014. I became a Feng Shui consultant.
All right.
And afterwards, I did many other courses. I started to learn also astrology, Bazi. And there was the time for COVID, which in a way helped us with the Zoom course. And so it was more easy to follow courses without, flying and moving to other places.
That's right. Sounds what a nice journey, and I imagine that you were able to design your home then using the Feng Shui principles and philosophy, applying all
Yes, I could do some stuff. I could some stuff. One was in particular related to the bedroom.
Yes.
Because before, without knowledges, we designed our bedroom in a way that the door of the bedroom was immediately to where I was sleeping. And you know that in Feng Shui, this is not advisable to have the door immediately on the side of the bed because the qi is too strong and could
In line. You mean the bed was in line with the door?
Exactly. Yes. So I was able to change it. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yes, I love those small changes that make quite a difference in probably the well-being of all of us.
Yes, that's true.
And with your clients, do you what do you think is the aspect that they want to to either improve or enhance in their lives? Have you found a trend have you noticed a trend in the
Yes,
people who are
they
healthy?
normally ask for improving relationship, maybe finding a partner, or maybe improve the sleeping, or eventually the wealth aspect. I think are the requests.
Yes. And any tips that you might want to share?
Yeah,
Uh,
sure. Well, um, the first thing that I think is important is to be sure that the house inside is tidy. There is no clutter around, because the clutter makes the energy become stagnant. So this is the first thing that I suggest the client to do, because sometimes you get used of the things that you have in the house and you don't realize that actually they are making the energy stagnant. So for the wealth aspect, you can look at the front door, because it's the chi mouth. So the energy is entering the house from the door. So it has to be decluttered. It has to be tidy, so that there is no obstacle. Because if you find obstacle for yourself when you enter in the house, so the chi is the same. It cannot flow easily.
Correct.
And okay, this is for the web aspect. For the relationship, we are going to look into the bedroom. So this is the same. It has to be clutter-free. The bed has to be in the command position. It means that from the bed, you have to see the door so that you keep under control. And what else? Also no clutter below the bed. I always say that if you are looking for a partner, you need to have two how do you call it, bedside table. It's correct?
Nightstands. Yes, bedside. Yes.
Okay, everything in couple in the room, in the bedroom.
Yes.
And what else? Okay, the important thing is not only to look into the house, because also what is outside the house is very important, because if you have clutter outside, it can trigger eventually not favorable energies that can trigger something inside. So also, if you have a private house, also have a look what you have outside.
I totally agree with that aspect, and often I think some practitioners, they tend to forget what's going on outside, and it's quite important that the land, the form, is the direct influence into our inner space, right?
Yes, exactly. I agree.
Yeah. And I know you're very much into astrology, as you mentioned earlier. And also, I agree, again, here, I agree with you, because I also practice a Chinese astrology. And I think as we obtain experience in Feng Shui, astrology becomes an inherent part of the practice. And now, being in 2025, we have the flying stars for the house, and of course for each resident. Do you apply both, or how do you work? Do you or is it on demand from the client, or is it something that you offer? How do you work?
Yes, I always offer the reading of the astrology without them knowing, actually, because I think that it's really very important not only to look at the chi of the house, the earth chi, but also to look at the heaven chi, because sometimes you can have everything fixed in your house, but nevertheless I don't know, maybe something is not going on as you want in your life. And having a look at the heaven chi, for me, it's very important, because sometimes I use maybe the elements that the client need according to the heaven chi to put it in as an answer in the house.
Yes, exactly. And now for the year, we're still at the beginning of 2025, still in February, last day. So what can you tell us from a feng shui perspective, the year of the snake? Any advice that or any tip you can give us for our home, some areas perhaps to that we can uh, activate, or what would you say for
Yes, yes,
2025?
of course. Well, for 2025, the most favorable area are the east and the southeast. So what I will suggest, the most practical things to do is to spend time there so that you activate and you are influenced by the, let's say, the favorable energies of that are areas of the house. And another important things that we already talk about it is still the front door, the door of the house, so that the chi can enter into the house.
Okay, great. And again, based on what you see from your clients, how do you see the trend in terms of feng shui going forward in the Western world? I believe you practice out of Switzerland. Is that correct?
No, out of Switzerland. No, I'm not. I'm practicing only in Switzerland.
Okay.
Well, actually, I did a consultation remotely for an American lady,
Yeah.
and there we work with Zoom and Google Earth. But
Okay.
most of the time I work here in Switzerland, and unfortunately, people is not really very open to feng shui here. They still think that is something, more. I don't know how to say in English. It's a strange things. Not working, but actually it's not like this, because feng shui has not really strict rules. But the important thing is with feng shui is to apply small practical changes that actually would really change the life of the person. I have an experience. If you want, I can share with you.
Please share.
I had a consultation in which there was a little girl that couldn't sleep in her room because she was scared. So every night she was going to parents' room. And when I had a look at the room, I could realize that actually the bed wasn't in the command position. It was in the wrong position according to the form school of feng shui. So it was really a very practical and easy change, because I just moved the bed from one part of the room to another one. And it sounds like crazy, but that night, the little girl could sleep the whole night in her room.
That's wonderful.
And so everybody was happy, parents, because they could gain back their privacy, and the little girl that could sleep in her room.
Oh, what a good story. Yes. And now you have become recently the head of the Feng Shui Accreditation. So I'd love to hear more about the process of new students getting the accreditation, because with more and more practitioners out there, it is important to have a seal, a certain standard of learning. And I know now you are heading that part of the society, and would love to hear anything you can say about the process.
Yes, okay. Well, there are two ways that you can become accredited by the Feng Shui Society. The first one, if you are a student that already applied for a course that is accredited by the Feng Shui Society, or if you are coming from an abroad school that is not accredited. So if you already follow an accredited course, you have to contact the accreditation. You have to send us 2 reports, real life reports, with all your notes and comments for the suggestion that you did for your client. And after the reports, after the reports, there are a group of people, of experts, that will also have a look. And afterwards, you can be accredited.
Yes, I myself went through that process. It is quite a process, but I think it's really worth it because it's it's a seal of quality, I believe, and hopefully feng shui practitioners will see the use of it and will go straight to you.
Yes, yes, it is. I think also it is very important because the client also is sure to receive, a consultation from a person that has to follow some really, I don't know how to say, some criterias.
Yes.
In respect of the person. And also the terminology is very important that the Feng Shui Society has to check the terminology of the report.
Right. Okay. Well, I hope that our viewers are, will take note on that and will get more applicants on your way.
Yes.
Well, welcome to that. Then good luck with the accreditation process. And finally, would you one thing is that you would like to suggest feng shui wise before we close this interview that can be applicable and practical for most people in their homes? You mentioned the main door, the mouth of the door, that's like a very important, the first thing
Yes,
for feng
yes.
shui. Yeah.
Yes, I'm repeating myself, but really the
Yeah.
most practical and easy things to do is, first of all, check your front door. That is, there is no clutter there. There are no obstacles so that the qi can flow easily into your house. And but as I said before, not only the door has to be clutter free. Check other areas of your house. Because sometimes you get used of things that you have inside of your house and you don't realize that maybe they are making the energy become stagnant. So this is the first thing to do. And the other easy things to do is to check your bed that is in command position.
Thank you very much, Veronica. That was very helpful, and thank you for your honesty with sharing your experiences and your journey with us. And I hope people will come to you for Feng Shui consultations and the accreditation at the Feng Shui Society.
Thank you, Alexandra.